A $2,400 increase for those on Social Security. All the news and details in this video. Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back again for another video. I hope that you guys are having a very great day today. Well, I think that we just all need to stop for just a second and give Bernie Sanders a round of applause because he has been doing an amazing job. He has stood up and he is doing his best to find more ways to get more money for those on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI. If you're enjoying this channel, then why not consider subscribing so you can stay up to date on all the news. And if you want more money for Social Security, then smash that like button. We have some amazing news for you guys today, as well as a video where Bernie Sanders announces his plan to save Social Security and boost it up for you guys to get more money. We have so much to talk about. Let's dive in. So here is an article where Bernie Sanders is telling the Democrats it's time to change course before you nosedive in November. Bernie Sanders has something to get off his chest. Without a course correction, he sees the Democratic Party on track to get shellacked this fall. Remember, this election thing that's going on, they're not looking too good at the polls, and people are starting to look somewhere else, more like the Republican side. Bernie Sanders is trying to let the Democrats know that they need to figure something out and do it fast because things are not looking so good for them. In fact, they're losing power. The Democrats are losing power. This is what Bernie Sanders said in an interview. He said, "You really can't win an election with a bumper sticker that says, well, we can't do much, but the other side is worse." Guys, let us know down in the comments which side that you voted for. Are you Republican or are you Democrat? And let us know why. We love the feedback. Here's what's crazy. Even Bernie Sanders knows that the Democrats have overpromised and underdelivered. They have promised the world. In fact, one of the reasons that I believe Joe Biden is doing everything he can to get this $10,000 student loan cancellation is because that is something that he promised the people that he would do if he was elected. So guess what? A ton of people said, hey, if we elect him, then we're going to get a ton of our student loans, guess what, forgiven, and we're not going to have to pay it back. He did say that he would forgive all student loan debt, but how can that be when it's over $3 trillion? Where is that money going to come from? But the thing is this, Bernie Sanders is at least trying to warn them before they nosedive. If you are in support for Bernie Sanders, then smash that like button. And if you're not and you are a Trump 2024 fan, then hashtag Trump 2024. So Bernie Sanders seems to have a formula to fix Social Security. Let's listen to this video as he describes his plan to boost Social Security, where they're going to get their money from, and how much money you guys are actually going to get. Let's listen in.
Our job, in my view, is not to cut Social Security, is not to raise the retirement age, as many of my Republican colleagues would have us do. Our job is to expand Social Security so that everyone in America can retire with the dignity that he or she deserves, and that every person in this country with a disability can retire with the security they need. And that is what the Social Security Expansion Act that I have introduced today, along with Senators Warren, Whitehouse, Merkley, Van Hollen, Padilla, Booker, and Gillibrand, is all about. This legislation has been endorsed by many, many organizations, including the AFL-CIO, the Alliance for Retired Americans, Social Security Works, the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare, the American Federation of Teachers, and many, many other organizations. According to a letter, this is an important part of what this hearing is about today, according to a letter that I received from the Social Security Administration this morning, this legislation will fully fund Social Security for the next 75 years and expand benefits for senior citizens and people with disabilities. Now, how do we do that? How do you expand benefits and make Social Security solvent for the next 75 years, which is, I think, what the American people want? Well, the answer is not complicated. At a time of massive income and wealth inequality, at a time when billionaires pay an effective tax rate lower than the average working person, at a time when the very richest people in this country are becoming much richer, this legislation demands that the wealthiest people in this country start paying their fair share of taxes. Today, absurdly and grossly unfairly, there is a cap on income subject to Social Security taxes. That cap is now about $147,000 a year. Now, what does that mean? It means that if you are a multi-billionaire, you pay the same amount of money into Social Security as someone who makes $147,000 a year. Got that? It means that if you make $147,000 a year, you pay 6.2% of your income in Social Security taxes. But if you make 10 times more than that, $1,470,000, you pay 0.6% of your income in Social Security taxes. All of this is taking place at a time of massive income and wealth inequality. Now, that may make sense to somebody. It does not make sense to me. Our legislation applies the Social Security payroll tax on all income, including capital gains and dividends, for those who make over $250,000 a year. Under this legislation, 93.6% of households would not see their taxes go up by 1 penny. So the overwhelming majority of the American people would not see any increase in their taxes under this proposal. The tax increase in our legislation only applies to the wealthiest 6.4% of all Americans, those who make $250,000 a year or more.
Wow, man, what a formula, what a plan to get those on Social Security more money. Like I said, guys, if there is one person who is trying to make it happen for those on Social Security, it's Bernie Sanders. Guys, give it up again. Bernie Sanders is your guy for those on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, those on a low income. He's just trying to put more money back in your pockets. All right, guys, that's all the news that I have for you today. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Don't forget about our $250 giveaways that we're doing. All that information is down below. Again, I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all the news. Stay tuned for more videos to come. And until next time, I'm John Mira. Peace.